Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. Reuters, Turkey hits at crusades against Islam in cartoons row with France. Turkey. Remember when I explained about the Turkish backstab? That they absolutely love backstabbing their allies, especially when they backstabbed NATO and went over to NATO and screwed Greece, screwed Cyprus, although Cyprus is not part of NATO, but still, or when they screwed NATO over the F-35s and the S-400 anti-air missile, and then they screwed Russia over the Armenian and the Azerbaijan situation. And then they went on and backstabbed France now with an extreme level of hypocrisy. They went even on to compare that France is doing exactly like the Nazis did by supporting free speech. I don't remember the Nazis supporting free speech. And then again, I also don't remember the Jews beheading people in the middle of the street because they dared to show a cartoon or some... Because the Nazis dared to show a cartoon of some Jewish prophet. I don't remember that happening. I wonder. Alright, let's go to the news. Turkey's president said on Wednesday that Western countries mocking Islam wanted to relaunch the crusades. At this point in time, let's vote! Heightened a confrontation with France over cartoons of the Islamic prophet Muhammad. You have to add that because Prophet Muhammad implies that he's also the prophet of the idiot who wrote this. But then again, based on the names, they could be. But then again, this is an international media company, or Reuters, so you should add Islamic Prophet Muhammad. You have to actually differentiate them. Or, as I like to call them, cartoons of the Pedobear that have stirred anger in the Muslim-majority countries. In a speech to lawmakers of his AK-47 party, AK party? President Tayyip Erdogan said that standing against attacks on the... again with this, on the Pedobear was an issue of honor for us. No... Yes, with the perpetually offended religion. Yes, everything is an honor to you. Including when someone female, for instance, in your family who decides to, I don't know, open their legs for somebody else, you feel the need to actually, I don't know, kill that said female to restore the honor of your family. Or maybe, I don't know, said female decided to show some hair and you decide to do the Turkish backstab and kill that female because of the honor of your family. Is that it? Is that what honor means to you? Because that doesn't feel very honorable to me. The row with France fled after the French, suggesting Ankara may be digging in for a prolonged standoff. Nobody cares about Turkey. You're a useless little country. That's it. The only thing that I care about country is the Cappadocia and Constantinople. The row with France flared after a French teacher who showed pupils, cartoons of the Pedobear published in the French satirical weekly Charlie Hebdo. Charlie Hebdo was beheaded in France this month. The caricatures are considered blasphemous by Muslims. Look at my face of caring about this. France down France down, it insult. No. I need to do the proper accent with the proper voice. France down, it insulted our prophet. Protesters shouting in the Somali capital of Mogadishu. Yeah, considering that country was pretty much formed based on the Islamic slave trade, yes, that's a lot. Furthering Turkish anger, Charlie Hebdo published a cartoon on its cover showing Erdogan sitting in a white t-shirt and underpants. Yeah, unfortunately, did they show it? No, did they? Where did I see the picture? Oh, yeah. In another article. Oh, on that one. I better go there and show it to you. This was actually kind of hilarious. Holding a canned drink and lifting the skirt of a woman wearing an Islamic hijab to reveal her naked bottom. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. Aha! Found it. It's exactly on the other news that I want to cover in this video. Here it is. Charlie Hebdo. Erdogan dans le privé et les très drôle. Look at this. The wonders of Charlie Hebdo. I definitely like them. They mock everybody. No excuses. I love them. At least they stand for free speech, in which I'm also surprised that France is still holding up. How in the hell are they still holding up? I thought the backbone that they baked recently to stand up for free speech wouldn't last a couple of days, and Emmanuel Macron would actually buckle down and spread his cheeks for the big huge cock of the Islamic world. But I was wrong. It's still standing. But will it last until tomorrow? That's yet to be seen. I'm curious if they'll last until tomorrow. Erdogan said he had not seen. Discussing effort to spread cultural racism and hate. Go fuck yourself, Turkey. We all know how much you hate certain demographics. You hate Jews, you hate the Kurds, you hate the Armenians. In fact, you hate them so much that you still deny the genocide you perpetrated over 100 years ago. You still refuse to even mention it. No, we never did that. We never backstabbed anyone while backstabbing someone. Turkey. Alright, Erdogan said he had not seen the caricature because I considered it wrong to even look at these immoral publications. In a country that has no free speech, and a country... Okay, this is a weird use of quotes. Hey, editor! And that his anger was over disrespect towards the Pedobear rather than disgusting attack directed at me. The West was once again headed to a period of barbarity. Are you actually claiming the Western world is heading to a period of barbarity? Sure, you can actually claim the degeneracy of the Cuties movie or some of the related crap into that realm is heading to barbarity, but even then, it's pretty much of a beacon of the civilized world of mankind and humanity in comparison to what you have to offer. Honor killings, no pork in your country, because apparently all the pork producers in Turkey has gone extinct in the last, 10 years. You also try to kill people, you are pretty much a dictator, and the Islamic world is pretty much notoriously known for child marriages between children, and it's absolutely very common. It's not a rare occurrence either. They actually stone people, they hang gays, they drop the alphabet of the roofs. Meanwhile, in our world, they are actually celebrated, even accepted. I accept them. I even support them. I just don't support the current shoving down your throat that everybody must actually sleep with a transgender woman, when in fact you don't feel any attraction to that. That's what I oppose. Anyway, the West was okay. They literally want to relaunch the Crusades. Those fault! Since the Crusades, those fault! The seeds of evil and hatred have started falling on this poor Muslims' lands. And then when the peace was disrupted, the French government, backed by many citizens, saw the October 16 knife attack in which a man of Chechen origin beheaded Samuel Paty, a teacher who had shown pupils the cartoon of the prophet of the Pedobear in a civic lesson. Okay, let's read on. Protests widened to Somalia and Mali. In other words, actual shitholes. Some of them, in this case Somalia, is actually a worse shithole than the shithole I live in. Mali, I'm not even quite sure how big of a shithole it is, but if it's one of those countries that support slavery, it's also a bigger shithole. Okay, Egyptian President Abdel-Fattah al-Sisi, the Sisi guy, said freedom of expression should stop if it offended more than 1.5 billion people. So freedom is not actually freedom. You're actually telling me that freedom has a limit, so it's technically not freedom. Oh, you mean freedom for people, for instance, for you to criticize Judaism and print anti-Semitic stuff and support the genocide, attacks, honor killings, and all those things. But the moment somebody makes a mockery of your Pedobear, you are against it. I don't know. I don't think you know what freedom of expression is. I don't think you know what free speech is, Mr. Sisi. Grand Imam of Egypt, Al-Azhar University, one of the world's most eminent seats of the Sunni Muslim learning, urged the international community to criminalize anti-Muslim actions. Imagine if the Christians actually did this. Well, they actually did 500 or so years ago, but that's 500 years ago. Today we have the internet. Today is the 21st century. You are pretty much allowed to mock religion. Religion should not and should never ever be held on a pedestal. It should never be there. Good God. Especially a petty religion like Islam. Alright, let's go to the article from Ynet that I showed you before with the cartoon. It's from Israel. Turkey condemns French caricature featuring Erdogan. Aggressive caricature added fuel to a row between Turkey and France about the cartoons of the... Again. Oh, it's published from Reuters, but they did actually add this. Huh. It's interesting, but actually just part of the news from Reuters. In fact, the Reuters article was actually much bigger, and it's not Islamophobia, as you know, because they do the same thing to every single religion out there. So are you telling me that you have Judeophobia when you actually do the things you do against the Jews? That when we mock Jesus, it's Christianophobia? Of course not. They'll obviously go on and throw a temper tantrum later on and say, but we don't allow the cartoons of Jesus Christ. How dare you? Of course you don't. Because you have no free speech, but otherwise you would. Yeah, I have seen them when you call on them. For instance, years ago, I did this, tried to debate with few Muslims. They said, no, we do not show cartoons of Jesus. We do not blaspheme against one of the prophets. I showed them a multiple of Pedobear cartoons to the person, and guess what the person did next? He shared a multitude of blasphemous images of Jesus. But for me, that I don't care. I'm an atheist. And even if Christians actually cared, they would go, oh, it's blasphemy. Oh, but they wouldn't do anything even remotely close to censorship. Obviously, there are probably countries in Latin America and Africa which are shitholes, in which actually condemn that, but even then, nothing. Especially you won't go out and behead someone. Ah, the hypocrisy of Turkey. Don't you just feel that beautiful backstab like going on your back like that? Turkey. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed me suffering in this heat in this goddamn filthy shithole just to bring to you the latest news. So if you want more of my beautiful face and you want to worship me by tubing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So see you on my next video. Good night.